Hey Madison, how you doing? Thank you so much for kicking things off. This is really interesting. I love the graphics. The typography is the dimensionality, the color palette is really super interesting. I think the graphics are enough to really grab and hold the viewer's attention and have the viewer actually want to interact with the cube. So in terms of graphics, I think that this is just really a nice job. A couple of recommendations. First thing, don't forget that this is Classic Package Redesign as well. So you're going to want to submit your Classic Package Redesign into this forum as well for critique. So don't forget that. But as far as the story cube goes, one thing I would recommend is that you practice laying this out on the smaller practice cubes before you go straight into the final assembly of your 5x5 box. Don't forget, I submitted those little 2x2 template. So you can print those out and actually start assembling your type on that template and print those out and trim them, cut them out and fold them up using tape or however you want to adhere them, just so that you understand how the flat package, the flat template folds into a three-dimensional object. And I think that's one thing that's really going to be important for you to include in this post for your critique. See right here, practice printing out as many cubes and understanding a relationship between panels. Initial practice cubes will be smaller to conserve paper. So that's why I supplied those 2x2 cubes that you can just print a bunch of those out. You apply your graphics. You can practice with, with pencil, or you can actually put these print right on these in Illustrator and then trim them out and fold them up. But I would love to see some photographs of the actual dimensional box practice cube that is folded up into the cube itself. Also, one last recommendation would be that since this is non-recognizable text, I think it would be interesting if you were to, on one of your panels, maybe include a paragraph describing what the text is so that the viewer is not left with just confronted with viewing several words that feasibly don't make sense. Since this is an assembled language, we don't know what these words mean. So I think a further description would be warranted in one of the panels. I think it would be interesting. Then you could also give the actual quote itself in the order so that the viewer can read the quote in order, read about what it means, then start interacting with the cube to turn it and kind of follow the words and the panels in the order in which you intend. Okay, so again, in summary, definitely get some images here. Use your camera to shoot some of those practice cubes so we can get them in here so we can see that you are showing a developing understanding of how the flat file itself folds into the three-dimensional cube. Okay, any questions at all, give me a holler. Thanks. Good job.